Okay, so coming to the introduction, as we all know, although the primary treatment for the hepatocellular carcinoma is surgery, but less than 20% of the patients are eligible for the surgery. For patients with HCC who are unsuitable for surgery and any other local ablative therapies, be it radiofrequency ablation or cryotherapy, TACE, that is a transarterial chemoembolization, has been used frequently. However, as it was seen that TACE alone cannot achieve satisfactory complete response, so this suggested combining the local treatment to improve the control rates. So in the concerned institute, a study was done where they've shared the phase 1 and the phase 2 studies, where they did a stereotactic ablative radiotherapy to a dose of 33 to 60 gray in 3 to 4 fractions for the patients who had incomplete response to TACE. And what they found was that there was a 2-year local control of 95%, 2-year overall survival of 69%, and GI toxicities of only 10%. A high dose ever which used a dose of more than 54 gray in 3 fraction that showed almost 100% local control rate. So the purpose of the study was to evaluate the efficacy of stereotactic ablative radiotherapy, 60 gray dose divided in 3 fractions for HCC with incomplete response after TACE. Coming to the materials and methods of the study outlined, it was a multi-center phase 2 study, which was done between 2012 and 15, and 54 patients were recruited in the study, and the primary endpoint of the study was 1-year local control rate. The major eligibility criteria which they used were patients who were unsuitable for surgery or any local ablation, incomplete response after 1 to 5 sessions of TACE, CP score of A5 to B7, and sum of the longest diameter should be less than or equal to 5 centimeter, and the lesion should be more than 3 centimeter away from the GI tract. So they used a dose prescription of 60 gray in 3 fractions, which was to be given within 14 days, and the interval between 2 fractions would be 48 hours, that is 2 days. The normal tissue constraints which they used was 700 ml of normal liver volume should receive less than 17 gray with a CP score of A5, and for CP score of A6 to B7, it should be less than 15 gray. For stomach and duodenum, at a maximum point dose, if there was already a duodenal or a gastric ulcer present, should be less than 28 gray, and in case there was no ulcer existing, then it can be taken up to 35 gray, but it should remain below 35 gray at the max point dose. So this was the algorithm which they followed. So the patients who were initially the primary cases HCC or a recurrent HCC who were unsuitable for surgery, liver transplant, or any radiofrequency ablation therapies, they were given and who received a TACE of 1 to 5 sessions. Then after that, the eligibility or the inclusion criteria which they included, as we can see here, was age should be more than 18 years, a primary or a recurrent HCC, unsuitable for resection, transplant, or local therapies, CP score of A to B7, good performance status, sum of the longest diameter should be less than equal to 5 centimeter, HCC should be 3 centimeter apart from the GI tract, normal liver volume should be more than 700 ml, incomplete response after 1 to 5 sessions of TACE, a single lesion or multiple lesions but included in the radiation field, no extrahepatic metastasis or malignant nodes should be present, no liver cirrhosis related complications, or no other severe comorbidities which can hamper our treatment execution. The exclusion criteria which they followed was any direct tumor extension into esophagus, stomach, duodenum, small bowel or large bowel, or any prior radiotherapy given to the upper abdomen. So after this eligibility,
2 minutes left.
Yes, sir. They were subjected to a dose fractionation of 60 gray in 3 fractions within 14 days and response evaluation done at 2 months. So if there is a progressive disease, repetitive TACE was given. If it was non-progressive, a second response evaluation at 6 months was done. So coming to the patient characteristics, comparing the gender, the performance status was fair with the male ratio 3:1. And the etiology, most of the patients had hepatitis B virus status positive with a CP score mainly of A5. So coming to the size of the lesion, mainly the lesion which was found was mainly within 1 to 2 centimeters. With very few patients, only 5 patients had 4 to 5 centimeter lesion. It was single lesion in most of the cases, 42 cases, and PIVCA was found to be within normal limits in 25 patients. So coming to the survival outcomes, as we can see in the KP plot, the local control at 5 years was found to be around 90%. Overall survival was around 80% after 5 years, with a progression-free survival around 30% after 5 years. Hepatic toxicity was also fairly tolerated, with only one patient presenting with increased transaminases within grade 1 to 3. And the CP score, only one patient was found with an increase in CP score from 6 to 10 with a non-classic radiation-induced liver disease at 2 to 3 months from the treatment. As coming to the GI toxicity, also the patients did fairly well, with only one patient with epigastric grade 2 discomfort and one patient with grade 1 duodenal ulcer. So coming to the conclusion, it was found that high-dose stereotactic ablative therapy for HCC less than equal to 5 centimeter lesion is feasible and effective, as it was evidenced by high rates of tumor control, overall survival, and acceptable treatment-related toxicity after the treatment. So thank you.